Welcome to a one-episode Let's Play, The Marriage of Maxime and Marcella. This is Timothy and Wendy Angel. If you've been following my Let's Play series already, you already know these Sims. Wendy used to be my main Sim, until her kids grew up. This is Wendy and Timothy's youngest son, Maxime. The last time he was in a Let's Play for very long, he looked more like this. But now he's aged up, and he's a young adult. He looks a bit like his vampire brother Rodney. And he's wearing glasses just like his older sister Ruby. I'm very curious to see where his life takes him. Which leads me to Marcella McLeod. And Beryl the cat. So tonight is a wedding night and everyone's at the Angel Manor, as I call it, or the Angel Family Manor. Yeah, out the back here we have a little kind of wedding area. Hopefully it's going to be adequate for the purpose. And inside we have everyone all dressed up, ready to go. So let's see who's here. We have Timothy Angel, and he's just chatting to his father-in-law, Bruce. That's Wendy's father, Bruce. And what's Wendy up to? She is cooking. She's making a rack of lamb. They did hire a caterer who hasn't turned up yet. But I think she thought it would be good to have a rack of lamb because, you know, the more food the merrier, or something like that. And over here we've got Rodney, who's Maxime's older brother, and he is feeding his son George with a bit of yogurt. And I did see him put him in there, and I was like, oh no, what's he going in there for? Because I thought that might be a problem with the wedding, but he must have been really hungry, so it's fair enough, right? And this is Ruby. This is Maxime's older sister, and you'll know her from her own series, An Angel and an Alien. This is her daughter, Lysa, and her son, Lyle. And this is Krista Hervo. She is a cousin of Wendy, I think. Who else do we have here? So we've got Sawyer Angel, and this is where the Angel family surname comes from, and he's actually been hired as their bartender. And he's Timothy's dad, basically. And I think there's a couple of other of his kids around as well. So you already know Maxime, of course. He's all dressed up, ready for the wedding. Looking good. And then Marcella or Marcella is just been to the loo. How exciting. And she's all dressed up as well. Before we continue, let's have a look at what's happened recently in the Angel family house. Wendy got a visit from her son Rodney and her grandson George. Wendy's daughter Ruby went away to level up her archaeology. So Wendy visited the family and made sure that everyone was okay. Luckily Ruby's family is very well trained, so Wendy had a bit of fun while she was there. Last but not least, the household was visited by the ghost of Scylla, Timothy's mum, and he was very happy to see her again. So yeah, it's all go, and more people are arriving bit by bit for the party. Hopefully everyone's going to turn up, because otherwise it's going to be a bit lame. But people are just kind of appearing one after the other over here, and slowly making their way into the house. I've got one problem at the moment, which is when Maxime started the event, he couldn't invite his nephew Finn. He wasn't on the list, but he has since invited him over, but he hasn't actually appeared, so I'm going to try again to summon him once I actually can find him on the list. Typical me, can't find who I'm looking for when I need them. It's because there's so many people that he knows already. You know, he's only just starting out his adulthood. There's Finn. Okay, so let's try again to invite him. MC Cheats, summon Sim. I did just invite him over before using the games interface, but I'm using MC Command Center now because I just want to make sure that he turns up. Yeah, so I think that's it in terms of who I needed to invite over. I did also invite over one of his aunts, but does it say aunt here? Yeah. Just confirming that. But she doesn't seem to have appeared, so I'm not sure what's happening with her, but I'm also not too bothered if she doesn't turn up. It's not a big deal. So yeah, it's very dark, so just gonna have to bear with me. I actually prefer there to be quite a contrast between the light and the dark in the game. I know some people, especially recently, I've seen people talking about reshade mods and stuff like this to make their game much lighter. I prefer like areas of darkness and areas of light. You know, I don't need everything to be light everywhere, but you know, to each their own. So let's get on with the wedding. Let's not pause it like I do a lot in my Let's Plays. I make them Let's Pauses. Just make sure everyone is ready to go. So Timothy looks pretty good. Wendy's still busy, as we know. She's almost finished cooking there. Oh, Marcella, should we call her, is laying the table, which is good. And there's a bunch of food as well, so people don't have to starve to death, which is always very handy. Let me just, can I move that onto the table? They won't let me move it, but I'm going to stick that on there. I think that's probably in use by somebody, is probably the problem. And let's see if we can like make some people grab a serving, just in case anyone's hungry. It's very noisy music. Let's turn that down. So change volume to medium. Sounds good. I bet you that was Lyle who turned it up. He's going through a phase at the moment, and he likes loud music. Oh, there's Finn. Excellent. Now Finn isn't in his formal gear, so let's dress him up very quickly using MC Command Center mod. MC dresser, change outfit, and look, there he is in his formal gear straight away. So we've got Rodney here somewhere, yeah. We've got his husband Tyree, we've got George eating some yogurt. Actually, George can be let out now, I think. Is she already doing that? Ah, she's introducing herself. Well, that's cute. It's nice that she's introducing herself autonomously. I wasn't completely sure that people did that. I thought you always had to kind of do it for them. Anyway, let's let him out. And let's see if we can get this wedding going. Okay, this is one of Wendy's brothers. Tate Hervo. No, sorry, this is not a brother, it's a brother-in-law. Anyway, I will one day remember. I did remember eventually. What am I talking about? So everyone's getting kind of hungry and nothing's really happening yet. You know, they haven't actually had their wedding yet. So, oh look, she put that right over there. Let's put it over there. It's a bit annoying. He's going to call people to kneel so that everyone's well fed. Okay, so Beryl the cat. Beryl used to be in my Angel and Alien series. Beryl has now moved in with Wendy and Timothy and the family, and she's listed as an adult, but she's actually old enough to be an elder now. And she should have changed, but she hasn't, so I'm not exactly sure why. I don't know what's going on there. Oh, a bit of a mess down there. Let's tidy that up. So what's going on? Marcella, you can put him down now. Okay, so it's like 11 o'clock, and I think it's probably more than enough time for there to be a wedding, because otherwise the whole night's going to be over, right? And that would be bad. Just tidying up, tidy. Got to be a space for it there. So yeah, okay. So let's get the wedding going before everyone falls asleep. Hopefully they can stop their meal long enough to actually go to the wedding. I'm just so scared something's going to go wrong. Let's see if it does or not. This guy needs to be changed into his formal outfit. And who is that? That's Aaron, isn't it? Yeah, Aaron Murray. He's a nephew of Wendy, a cousin to Maxime, Ruby, and Rodney. But yeah, so looks like a lot of food has been consumed. So hopefully they should be able to have the wedding shortly. I'll just see he's still eating there. I don't think Maxim actually needed to eat, so let's cancel that. A few weird animations going on, I see. She doesn't need to eat, so let's cancel that. She doesn't need to either. He doesn't as well, really. So let's get the wedding going. Because, yeah, it's getting on. It's almost midnight. Let's get everyone to come and sit down over here. So she's got some people in her group, but not everyone. So I hope other people will start turning up once the wedding gets going. Okay, is this not an actual wedding arch? That would suck. Okay. You know, I don't think it is. So I'm going to replace it with a proper wedding arch, and then hopefully we'll be able to do a proper wedding. So while I'm adding that arch, let me just mention that it wasn't just like Maxime grew up and suddenly he got married. No, there was actually a long and rather traditional series of dates in which Maxime and Marcella got to know each other. While the first date ended with a game of cards, that wasn't the case for all the other dates. On their second date, cat-loving Marcella got to know the household pet Beryl. And it seems maybe some catnip got around because in no time at all, they had their first kiss. And then they spent the afternoon winding down, watching some clouds. In their third date, Marcella got to meet Maxime's parents, and also one of his aunts. And Wendy got a chance to show off her cooking skills. Later on their own, Maxime and Marcella tried to watch a movie. But then they just got too tired and had to retire to bed. Right, so we have a proper wedding arch there now, and I've left the other one as well, just moved it back a bit, so it's not completely useless. Would have been nice if I checked that beforehand, but anyway. So yeah, cancel that, and let's get the wedding going. How's it going with your movement? Wendy, how's it going? Moving people, Wendy. It's happening slowly. They've got quite a way to go. But Rodney's already there because he's a vampire and he vampirically ran there. That's kind of cool. But everyone else is slowly making their way across. Let's try again with sit together just in case some people didn't get the message. This is so cool. And turn that music up again, actually. And people that aren't in the group are coming along as well, so that's perfect. So hopefully everyone will. And I don't think Finn's coming, which is a bit of a shame. Maybe we can get him in the group and make him come along as well, because I'd like him to be there. So as much as I wanted Finn to join them at the wedding, unfortunately the game wasn't cooperating with me. So I had to cut out quite a bit of frustrating footage there. Try to get them to sit down again. They keep standing up. Apparently this is a common problem with weddings in Sims 4. It'd be nice if they sat down, but you know, maybe one day we'll get like a proper stuff pack or something like that that's about weddings, and it will fix all these issues and make weddings go super smoothly and add lots of extra things to weddings, you know, in the kind of small stuff pack kind of way. Wedding screenshot time! I always love seeing the families of my main Sims all getting together. They always make such great screenshots. I love looking back at them later on. Now for some reason Ruby decided that she wanted to go and stand right next to him, so let's kind of pretend she was giving him away or something like that. Not too sure why Ruby has decided that it's a good idea to be up close, but oh well, there she is. Okay, I think the wedding's happened now. The music stopped at least. Can we congratulate them? Yeah, looks like we can, so let's do that. And where's she running off to? Where's the congratulate option? We need it. There you go. I think she's going back to the house though. Oh no, I think we just caught her in time. So let's just double check, are they marked as being married? Yes, they are. So yeah, there it is. As kind of epic as a Sims 4 wedding is at the moment, I mean it wasn't that epic, was it? It was kind of a little bit of a letdown, but it's done. And it's lovely to see all the family. I think that's what I enjoy the most, is seeing all the people that I recognise. Yeah, anyway, so they can all head back now. Maybe grab some drinks or something like that. Oh look, Finn's coming out now. I hope he's going to like congratulate them or something like that. I think he is. No, I think he's just come to sit down. Where's he going? Ah. Okay, weird. He's not even introduced to him, so that's probably why he couldn't turn up to be a guest. But oh well. So yeah, with it being so far away from the house, that's a little bit of an issue. I think next time I had a wedding, I'll have to make sure that the wedding arch is a bit closer to the house. Oh well. So where's all the drinks you're supposed to be making, Swear? Bit disappointed with the drinks in this wedding. Maybe you could order drink. Actually, maybe she can order one for the group. That would be a good idea. Order drinks for group. Sour punch, because I don't know, why not? They've got lots of money anyway. It's one of the most expensive drinks. Maxime has discovered that the Finn Angel is an alien. Wow, what a surprise! Oh, and poor George finally made it here, and now it's all over and everyone's gone back. So I feel sorry for him. Maybe we can help him out with that though. If you pick him up, he can take him back to the house. Sounds like a good plan. Oh, it looks like Beryl decided to come out as well, but she's also a bit too late. Oh well. So let's go and drop him off back in the house. Put George down here. Sounds good. Yeah, probably I should have carried him across in the first place. But oh well, it's done now. So we have all 3 kids of Wendy and Timothy married now. We saw Ruby's wedding back in the Angel and an Alien series. Oh look, who's that? It's Scylla. Okay, so if you don't know already, Scylla is the grandmother of Maxime and Ruby and Rodney, and she died a while ago, so I'm really shocked and surprised, but in a really good way, to see that she's here. Sometimes the game just does really weird things, doesn't it? But I like that she's there. That's cool. I mean, that's a nice touch. Maybe he can go and say hi to her. Maybe thank her for coming to the wedding. I don't know if that's going to be an option. Let's have a look. I can't see it yet. Let's see if she actually did come along. I guess she didn't. But no, it doesn't seem to be there. It would have been there by now. But yeah, brighten her day and, I don't know, tell her a funny story or something like that. Okay, Timothy I think has gone to sleep. He is exhausted. Well, it is 3 o'clock in the morning, so fair enough. Wendy, what are you doing? Wendy's going to get a drink for everyone. That's right. And we've got some weird overlapping Sims here, which is a bit weird, but oh well. And so I'm a bit annoyed about that. Everything that could go wrong has gone wrong. No, it's not true. There hasn't been a fire. So oh well. And yeah, Marcella looks pretty happy with things. How about Maxime, after he said hello to his grandmother, he can go and spend some time with Marcella.
Nor Gladish.
That is so weird seeing her there. But yeah, it's so cool seeing the whole family there. Right. Go and say hi or something to Marcella. So Suave Kiss sounds like a good plan. Let's cancel the chat with the grandma. As much as it's nice talking to you, cancel the story as well. What's Wendy doing? Wendy's running around like a madman. She also needs to go to the loo, so we can sort that out. Okay, nice funny story, Maxime, but you've got to spend time with your new wife. Isn't that cool how she's just standing there? She likes his perfume or something like that. So did they have their kiss? No, they didn't. But let's blow a kiss. Isn't that nice when they're sitting down? Let's brighten her day. Well, she should already be pretty happy, as I imagine he is as well. Okay, perfect screenshot time. Hang on a sec. Okay, a couple of bearable shots, although there's lots of stuff on the floor, so you know, not the best shots in the world. Let's see if we can get Wendy to clean them up after she's been to the loo. Just looks a bit of a mess, doesn't it? So yeah, I think I'm going to say that that's the wedding over. And yeah, hope you enjoyed having just a one episode Let's Play. And in the future I hope to do this again with other sim families around town, and it's just a coincidence that the first one was with the Angel family and it was for a wedding. The other ones I'm going to do completely differently with the different families, ones that aren't related to Ruby or Rodney or Maxime or anyone that we know already. Because there's loads of families in this world, and yeah, I just think it would be fun to go around and instead of focusing on the main Sims all the time, to meet some of the other Sims and see, you know, what their story is about and what their house is about and what their family is about, that kind of thing. Anyway, hope you've enjoyed it, and I hope you'll come back for another video sometime soon. Take care and goodbye. But wait, just when I thought it was over, actually two very important things happened. One of them was very good, as you'll soon see, and the other thing was very bad. And you kind of need to watch it if you watch my other two Let's Play series, so you understand what happened. So there's no confusion, that was the very good thing, including the unexpected spectator. And now for the very bad thing. Unfortunately, at the very end of the wedding, Wendy's brother Sean, uncle to Ruby, Rodney and Maxime, just died suddenly. As everyone became aware of it, they all started crying uncontrollably and had all been left in a very sad state. But deaths, marriages, births, and Sims just spending time with each other are just part and parcel with a long generational legacy world like this. I hope you enjoyed this one episode Let's Play, and I hope you'll come back for another one. Take care, and goodbye.